Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So today, before we start talking about tonight's topic, I want to make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Hit the like button. So this video is do what you love to do. And it's kind of like do what you love and love what you do, but it's do what you love to do. And I'll give you examples. So that way everybody's on board. Again, it's just making sure that your mind and your body are balanced, right? So it's a balance of doing something mental and something physical. So, and we'll talk about that. If you have any topics that you want me to go over, you want me to give you my take on it, put them in the comment section. I'll be happy to do a video on those topics. If you want to connect with me on Facebook, you can connect with me at Carlos Flores Jr. If you want to connect with me on Instagram, you can connect with me at Back on Basics. If you want to connect with me on X, you can connect with me at Back on Basics. So, do what you love doing, right? It's fairly simple. Again, I start the same way every single time. It's most of everything are fairly simple topics, but at times we don't follow through. And I'm talking to myself as well, because some of these things we don't follow through. And so you got to understand, you have things that you love doing. And when you use the power of compounding, remember what I said, power of compounding, right? So if one thing builds on top of a thing, on another and another, eventually you will have so much momentum that you'll be doing the things that you either are neutral about doing or do not like doing. And believe me, you have to understand that a lot of the times you start out with the things that you like doing, and then you get to the neutrals, and then you get to the do not want to do's. But again, right? It's sharpening your mind, it's sharpening your body, because there's a lot of things that we need to do. For example, one of the things that I like doing is doing these videos. So I do these videos every evening, and I'm actually, after I process this video in English, I'm actually going to do a video in Spanish. I think second video in Spanish ever, but from now on, I'm going to be doing 2 videos. So that way there's going to be one in Spanish and one in English. So, I love these videos. It gets me smiling. It gets my brain going. It actually gets me going. So that way I can do the things that I want to do, that are neutral, either way, and the ones that I don't want to do. And believe me, we're human beings, right? We love doing some things. We're like, either way for some of them. And then, oh, I don't want to do that. And it's hard. It's hard to get going. So, for me, doing these videos just get me going. My mind is just like, my supercomputer is just focused right now. It's ultra focused. And so, it's one of those things that I enjoy doing all the time. I just did a short about our catio. Check it out. It's just a little kind of like a tour of the catio, cat patio, by the way, if anybody has any questions. And that's one of the things that I love doing. I love cleaning cat poop. I do. It's not because I love cleaning cat poop, but at the same time, I love doing it because I like to see the cats be comfortable enough for them to be outside in the catio, and it's kind of like a little enclosure. Go check out my short. It should be in right now. I just need to finish a few things in there, but it's an enclosure. When it's hot, sometimes in the morning when it's not too hot, they like to sit in the sun. When it's evening, when the breeze comes in, they like to sit there because it's so breezy. When it's raining, what I do, because it has, we used old material. We we had a dog that passed away before we moved into this house. And so we had a gate. We had a dog gate. It was a German Shepherd. So it was a big gate. So we were able to use those. We were able to use a lot of other materials that we had, some scrap wood and everything. And we created that catio for about 45 to $50 the most. 3 years old. And it keeps on going, and it keeps on going, and it keeps on going. It's rainproof because when it rains, what happens is I actually put like 99-cent shower curtains. I put one all the way on the top on one side, and then I put one a little bit lower on the other side, so that way the cats can sit on the stand and just look out in the rain. I mean, they love it. It's amazing. They love it. And so that's one thing that I like to do. I know that most people don't because of the smell, because of the poop, because of the pee. But you know what? Being outside in a catio, I don't smell it. And I usually wear a mask. Don't get me wrong. I usually wear a mask just to protect myself and then just to make sure that I'm not inhaling. But the thing is that we buy horse pellets from Tractor Supply store. Oh, there was one of the cats. Tractor Supply store. And so what I do is I put it in a bucket. I put water in it. It dissolves a little bit, not a lot. And then that's what I use for the bedding. And then I know that has chemicals, but we buy like the thing at Costco that has the smell and it clumps, but I just put a thin layer on it just for the smell, because that way they can say, oh, this is what we used to use. But the horse pellets are tremendous at absorbing, at keeping it clean. It smells like pine wood, it smells like wood, and so it's great. So anyways, I love doing that. That was my long answer about what I like to do. I like to walk. I went 6 miles today. Or we went about 6 miles today. I did 6 miles today, and it was great. I mean, it just, as you walk and you say hi to people and you smile and people are surprised because people over here, they're not used to, some towns, they're not used to of saying hi and greeting and somebody greeting them without any reason why, just to greet. And so 6 miles just gets me going as well in the morning. I mean, I need to do something physical in the morning. I either wash the dishes, I feed the cats, not always wash the dishes, but sometimes wash the dishes. I feed the cats every morning. We catch water when we're warming up the tub water, and so I take it out and I water our plants. I water our yard plants. So it's a process, but I love it because I can do that. So before I even step outside the door and get in my car and go to work or go somewhere, I've done something physical that gets my body going, right? It actually, there's, when you walk or when you do exercise, even if it's like low impact, then what's happening is you're kind of like greasing your joints, so that way they last a little bit better, so that way they last a little bit longer. So that was what my mom and dad used to say, hey, grease your joints, go walking. And it's amazing. It is amazing because it's hard to figure out that, right? You get it, right? You get the things that you're doing, but again, so that's one of the things that I like. I like gaming, PS5 or whatever system, as long as it's one of my favorite games. I like to do that from time to time. I like to do that. I like to watch a Big Bang Theory. That's another thing. Watch TV. I mean, just a little bit, just to get your mind going. Sometimes I do murder mysteries or just what's it called? Not sci-fi, but forensics. I mean, those are just mind-bending, and so it just makes me think, and it makes me going, and it starts me up for the day, or I watch them at night, or while I'm grading. I also watch The Big Bang Theory. It's great. It's win-win. Whenever I do assignments for my school, I've said this before, I use instrumental music when I'm writing an essay, when I'm writing a paragraph, when I'm watching a video that I need to do stuff with. And so those are the things that I do. And so a lot of the times I think I've been very open with all of you. I think I have PTSD because of the civil war in El Salvador. I get it, because I've even caught myself listening to what's in the background, and actually things that most people don't pay attention to. I'm already looking to see what it is. So it's just that hypersensitivity of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, right? And so, I need to focus from time to time. I may or may not have ADHD. I don't know. I haven't been diagnosed, but you know what? I can get very focused. Sometimes, I do the breathing exercises, 5 seconds, and then you let it go, right? Another thing that I like doing is, I like to meditate for a little bit, just sit quietly and just bring your mind, your thoughts up and accept them, and then let them go. And it's like, it's amazing as well. I pray every morning. Whenever I'm walking, I'm praying, right? It's one of those things. It's interesting because it just gets me focused as well. It's repetition. For me, it's a lot of repetition, right? And it's like all of those things that I'm telling you that I like. It's a lot about repetition, about doing things a certain way, about figuring how to do things a certain way versus another. And so those are the things that I like doing. I mean, you have to look at yourself and say, what is it that I like doing, that I can put it, maybe one of them, a short one at the beginning of the day, so that way I can get going physically, and then that'll get you going mentally. And so, I mean, again, I do that almost every day. I do something physical in the morning, besides feeding the cat. The feeding the cats it's easy, but I do something else physical, take out the water, do the dishes. And so that gets me going, because now when my body's up, right, and my mind is already sharp. And so, and remember, right, stay in the present moment, because if you stay in the present moment, you will be able to be successful. You will be able to be focused. You will be able to make the most optimal decisions with critical thinking. You'll be able to think critically. Sorry, I have something from the catio still, I guess. So, again, focus. Do what you like to do. Just anything that you like to do. Choose something that you can put in the morning before you go to work. I'm not a very breakfasty person in the morning. I don't, but I do drink my shake. I take vitamins and I drink shake, turmeric and white pepper and black pepper, and a little bit of honey from El Salvador. The Salvadorian honey is so nice, and no sugar added. It's just taken from the beehive, exactly, and it just gets bottled up. And so, again, choose and look to see what you can do, right? Do a little bit of maybe do 1, 2, or 3 exercises just to get yourself going, stretch, right? Do a little light cardio, a little jumping jacks, a little bit of sit-ups, I don't know, whatever you can do. If you're not that mobile, hey, you know what? Just go from side to side, right? Remember that video Tae Bo from the past, Billy Blanks, right? I still have that. I still have it on VHS. And so, anything that gets you going. If your body goes, your mind goes, right? And vice versa. If your mind goes, your body goes. So again, do what you love doing. That'll get you going to the things that you're so yes or no you can do. And then eventually it'll get to no, I don't want to do that. But eventually you'll get to do that because you have created successes in the things that you love doing. You have created successes in the things that could go either way, right? But because you put them all together, you have many victories. You have a compounding effect. It compounds your success. And so make sure that you do that consistently, because if you do what you love, right, your favorite activities in the morning, just for a little bit, I'm not saying 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you have 10 minutes, right? If you do that, you will get out the door saying, I am feeling good, mind is sharp in the present moment, body is going, already oiled or greased, and then I can tackle anything that comes to me. So again, do what you love. Do your favorite activities, right? Specifically morning, evenings, kind of do the activities that calm you down and get you into bed so that you can sleep better. I mean, it is what it is. It's just a normal cycle. It's just psychology. Right? If you think, you will do. If you do, you will think. So before I end this video, and I know that it's at 16, let me bring up I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it to you, but this is one of the things that actually make me, hold on, actually I have it in a picture, bear with me, my apologies, so sorry. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to the best that I can. Okay, so 2 years ago, after 2 years ago, I wasn't starting to do what I'm doing right now, which is get to my goal of 210, and I'm still going. I'm a yo-yo, but I'm still going to get to 210, and then I'm going to get to 200. But I got a notification on Facebook that I had a video, or I had a picture from 2 years ago. So I'm going to show it to you. Okay. This is me. I believe this is me right around 265 or close to 265, 267. So I don't know if you can see it. Well, here, hold on. Let me get the glare out. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm going to turn up one of my lights. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get rid of the glare. You see that? That's me 2 years ago. You see the difference? It's because I started doing what I do what I preach. If I tell you to do the things that you like doing, especially in the morning to get going, and some of the slower things to kind of bring you down and make you and have you go to sleep, just try it. Just try it. Look, about 265, 267, 2 years ago. This is before I started doing exercise. This is about 212. 267, 212. It's a big difference. And it didn't happen overnight. That's the thing. It took about 1.5 years to do this. So you consistent. Remember I said, right? And I'm going to take this off. So anyways, remember what I said. You're like the snowball that you're dropping, the pebble that's dropping in the hill. You go down, you go down, you go down, and you go down. And then you start getting momentum as the snow just compacts in that pebble. And then once you get a certain point, you're unstoppable. Again, you're unstoppable. Let me turn on back the light. See the difference? So you're unstoppable. Be unstoppable. Don't get negative thoughts in your head. Try not to. Try to get them out. Do activities. Do positive self-talk. That's one of the videos that I'm going to do later on. But again, do it. It took me 1.5 years to get like this. It took a lot of work and a lot of stress and a lot of exercise, but it's okay because I'm here and I'm excited. This is an introvert excited. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Hit the like button if you like this video, right? Do what you like. Do your favorite activities. Have any videos that I'm going to go over or give you my take on it, put it in the comment section. Connect with me on Facebook at Carlos Flores Jr. Connect with me on Instagram at Back on Basics. Connect with me at X on Back on Basics. Till next time, you get it. Back on Basics.